Hey guys, Mike with Old Iron. Going to show you how to replace an oil pressure sending unit. And of course it is all the way back behind the distributor cap, kind of behind and down below the distributor cap, back of the motor and the firewall. Alright, so if you've got an oil leak on your car and it's coming from the top back side of the engine and it's kind of like dripping down the bell housing or whatever, odds are it's this bugger right here. Now, I'm not 100% sure. I had this on the shelf and it's actually for a TBI, 350 TBI. This is a Vortec. I'm not sure if this is the right one. I've got it. I've got to pull that one anyway. If it's not, yeah, I'll either run to the auto parts store or, quite honestly, I'm probably just going to stick a mechanical in here. You know what I mean? But a lot of these, this whole case here is plastic. And there's like a flange here. And what happens, vibration and the heat of the motor and such, it'll start wearing out. And like this one's joined right here, the plastic piece will start getting loose. And once that happens, I mean, it's just garbage. It'll start leaking and it will piss oil like you would not believe. But it's not a hard job. The hardest thing about it is getting back there and actually getting to it. But we'll get this started. I'll take you off the tripod. I'll give you a closer look at exactly where it's at. Alright guys, come join me in the engine compartment. First thing you need to do is remove your distributor cap. Okay, if you're not comfortable with chasing the firing order, take a paint marker, Sharpie, wax pencil, whatever, and just mark the firing order on the plug. And then it's on most caps. This one it's actually not. So I mean, if I didn't know how to chase the firing order, I'd look up the firing order and then put, 11337755. That's what this is on this side. That way you can just plug it right back in. But that sending unit is that silver right there? That's the sending unit right there, okay? That's a little bit better of a shot. And that's what we got to get out. So it's not the easiest thing, but if you get the cap out of the way, it makes it a little easier because you've got pretty much that right there accessible once you take the cap off. And hopefully we can get a wrench down in there. Alright guys, once you get it out, which quite honestly I didn't show taking it out for a simple reason of it wasn't broke, it backed out. Don't ask me how, man. But when you install the new one, you want to put some kind of either pipe dope, like a plumber's pipe dope, or like a Teflon tape. Don't use cheap little blue and white Teflon tape things. It's real thin. It's called Mega Tape. I don't know. I think I got it from Lowe's if I'm not mistaken. But it's a really good Teflon tape. So I suggest something like that, something that's a little thicker. And wrap those threads. And then all we got to do is slide it back in. Hey guys, real quick. If you got to get in a motor, best thing you can do, get yourself some of these foam pads. This is like a memory foam pad. You'll see them at the car shows every once in a while. There's a guy out there that sells them. I'm sure there is in other locations too. And like this is foam from something I ordered that got shipped here. And I hang on to this. I got a stack in there. And let me tell you, it saves your knees, it saves your elbows. A lot better than the carburetor stud in your forearm. But yeah, if you're ever out and about, you see these, pick one up. You'll thank me later. Alright guys, that's just about it on this video. I got the air cleaner back on. I know it wasn't that informative, but I had to do it anyway. I figured I'd just kind of throw it out there. It might help somebody out. Now the nut on the sending unit, I've got three different ones or three different sizes. One's an inch and about a 1/16, might be metric. The other one's an inch and an eighth. So I'm not sure what size you're going to have, but you might be able to get like a swivel head ratchet wrench on there. All I did is I used a small pair of channel locks and just took my time. Do not grab the plastic part. You got to grab the nut when you're tightening it up, otherwise you're just going to break it. But that's pretty much it. If the video's the least bit helpful, do me a favor, give it a good old thumbs up. And if you want to follow along on different projects, hit that subscribe and hit that notification bell so you know when we're dropping videos. Once again, I appreciate every last one of you guys, and we will see you soon.